All right, I'm on hole number 8 of the Ventura Open. I'm in Monday's qualifying round of the rookie division. I was going to practice today, but I wasn't sure when I started the day off, and it's been going pretty good, so I've just been playing them out. Now, the last 2 holes are the tests. So everything up to this point, we've had some serious opportunities. There is an eagle opportunity on this hole, but this is a very tough hole to eagle. And this hole right here is going to eat more people's lunch than get eagle. So it's going to be one of those holes where everybody's going for eagle, and then there's going to be a large percentage, like 30% of the people that are going to end up with a par on this hole. And there's only going to be like 5 or 10% that end up with an eagle. So this hole is one of those holes that if you get a birdie, you're already ahead of 30% of the group. But if you get an eagle, you just picked up 2 on everybody. I think the best way to go at it, if you're really going for it, if you take the blue line, and the blue line is the way I play in one-on-one, and it's guaranteed birdie, almost 0 chance for an eagle. I mean, you could get an eagle, but it would be 100% luck. The white line is really the way to go if you're trying to get an eagle. And there's 3 ways that you can approach the green. You can do a rough bump, and I'm sure that there's a wind adjustment. And I don't know what that wind adjustment is. So I'm going to bounce over the island. I'm going to bring my QB. I'm going to bring my accurate stuff. I'm going to bring a kingmaker. And this takes very little topspin, like 1, maybe 1 1/4 topspin. Takes very little. Or you will roll off and get caught up in the rough. If you have a Nirvana, you can make it from there, but ideally you want to be in the fairway. You have almost the same exact shot with your Nirvana that you have with your Grizzly. Since the Nirvana is a long iron, it actually hits farther than the Grizzly does. I want to be in the center. I'm going to swing it around. I'm going to put like 1 1/4 topspin on it. Just a little. 3.5. It's 3.5 rings. Isn't it perfect? Hey, Buster. And that is it. QB, Kingmaker, 1 1/4 topspin. Grizzly to the hole. You could bring a backspin club here. You can do the bounce over, you can do the rough bump, or you could do backspin. Backspin's probably, it's going to be hard to get. It's going to be hard as close as the pin is to the edge of the green, or the green right there. It'll probably be hard to do the backspin shot. There is a little bit of a backboard that you could ride here. Most people who are trying to get distance here end up in that rough. You can get on from there. So there's Max. All right, let's try it. Let's try the rough bump. Let's try it. I can get way down on my ring, so I'm just going to do a normal ring adjustment. We'll see what happens. There's 3-1. This could be, somebody out there is probably going, oh, no, you got to do 10%. Because I don't normally come at it from this way. It does get a little bit of a bounce. It looked like it hit pretty good in there, just doing a normal wind adjustment. I was great to the left, and it came out great to the left. And it seemed like when it popped out of it, it had a pretty good bounce right there. Speed-wise, it was off a little. But I'd have to see that. I'd have to see that perfect to see like if in that spot of the rough it actually got the right bounce. So it is possible to do the rough bump right there. They hit it 2 rings great, and they did not leave themselves any room for maneuver. So that's what happens when you set yourself right up against a transitional area. And I know a lot of the streamers that are out there, when they're taking their shot, they demo and they're right up against transitional surfaces. And that's how they've set the shot up. It always cracks me up if they moved over a ring and a half and they just put a little more side spin on it, they could get right to the hole and they could leave themselves 2 rings. The deal is that they hit perfect every time. So they're not concerned about hitting great to the left or the right. But if you're one of those people like me who's mortal, who doesn't hit perfect every single time, you can keep yourself out of a lot of trouble on these holes by always leaving yourself some room of separation. Because this shot right here is a tournament losing shot. If they miss this shot, this is the tournament. And they got it in the hole. So they just saved their round right there. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. Come on, Buster. Good boy. Good boy. What are you getting into? You're being too quiet. You're like a 3-year-old. You're being way too quiet. You must be into something. I am practicing on this hole, so I'm going to give you some bonus content right here. I'm trying this shot from the front, the bounce over shot. Normally on this, I bring a backspin club and I go right at it with a kingmaker. And this is almost exactly the same kind of win we're getting in a tournament. Let's see if they can get it right. See if they hit it perfect and it goes in. They hit it great to the right. Got a pretty good trajectory. They might have went in, or it might have just missed on the left-hand edge. It's right there. It'd be about 5 rings off that transitional surface. Seems like my ball guide was running a little bit better when it was off. It's running just a little. The ball guide's lying just a little. So I'm going to do a 10%. So it's going to be a 4-ring pool. Getting it perfect. See if we can get it in the hole. See if I can get my speed right, because my speed's been just a little wrong. It's been just a little short of the cup. And even there, it was still just a little short. And if you put too much on it, like there's a fine line. If you put just enough on it to get to the hole, but if you put just a little too much on it, it'll fly past it. That's what I don't like about that shot down there, is it's kind of hard to get it to the cup. I'm trying it out, though. I'm exploring it to see if it'll work. It's the Grizzly that's changed that shot, because now I have better ball guide to take a look at it. All right, that was hole number 8 of the Ventura Open and Monday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.